Hi guys. So today we are going to practice some questions of profit and loss. Raghav covered the concepts in the last class. So today we are going to look at practice questions and some PYQs. And personally, I feel PYQs are the best way of learning. So that is why I'm going to incorporate those questions also. So yeah, let's start with the first question. Also, guys, if you have any kind of doubts regarding any session, so you can connect with any one of us via WhatsApp and join the PrepNip group. So you can do that. So let's start with the first question. Traders A and B buy two goods for rupees 1000 and rupees 2000 respectively. Trader A marks his goods up by X percentage, while trader B marks his goods up by 2X percentage and offers a discount of X percentage. If both make the same non-zero profit, find X. So what is given? That there are two traders A and B and their cost prices are given 1000 and 2000 rupees respectively. Trader A marks his goods up by X percentage. Marks his good, that is the marked price, okay? Increases by X percentage. So our multiplying factor, when there is an increase, it is going to be 1 plus X by 100 into 1000. While trader B marks his good by 2 up by 2X percentage. So similarly, it is going to be 1 plus 2X by 100 into 2000. Okay? And then he further offers a discount of X percentage. So for trader A, he hasn't provided any kind of discount. So he is selling at marked price only. So the marked price is his selling price. But trader B is giving a discount of X percentage. So the multiplying factor when there is a decrease by X percentage is going to be 1 minus X by 100. So our selling price for trader B is going to be 1 by X by 100 into the marked price. That is 1 plus 2X by 100 into 2000. Now, now it is given in the question that both make the same non-zero profit. So non-zero profit is very important. Else we can say that selling price of A minus cost price of A equal to zero. It is non-zero. That is why we will have to equate both the equations. That is, selling price of A minus cost price of A is equal to selling price of B minus cost price of B. Okay. So profit A is equal to profit B, which is nothing but selling price A minus cost price A equal to selling price of B minus cost price of B. So our selling price for A was 1 plus X by 100 into 1000 and cost price is 1000. And our selling price for B was 1 minus X by 100, 1 plus 2X by 100 into 2000 minus the cost price, which was 2000. Yeah. So now we just have to equate this equation, and then we will get the answer. So 1000 and 1000 will cut. This and this will cut. So our remaining will be 10x, which will be equal to, just open this bracket. So when you open this bracket, you will get 1 plus 2x by 100 minus x by 100 minus 2x square by 100 square into 2000 minus 2000. So we can just simply cut this 2000 and this 2000. So here we are left with 10x is equal to x by 100 2x by 100 minus x by 100 is x by 100 minus 2x square by 100 square, or you can write it as 10,000 into 2,000. Okay, so we can cut this and this. Then we have x is equal to 100 and 100 will cut, so we have 2x minus 100 and 100 will cut again. So we have 4x square by 100, which is nothing but we can cut this x square by 25. So if we bring this here and get this here, we will get x square by 25 is equal to x. X we are assuming is not 0, and that is what is not given in the question also. So we can cut x and x. So x comes out to be 25%. Now if we go back at the question, so this is our option, find x. X is 25%. So this was a pretty simple question, and the only thing was to solve this equation. I have solved it pretty slowly for you, but when you are attempting this kind of question in a paper, I think you will be able to solve the equation much quicker because you don't have to explain, and it is very intuitional also. So what I did in this question was increase the mark price, and for B, I decreased by the discount percentage, and then we equated for the profits of both the traders. And our X, which was the increased percentage of A, came out to be 25%. So now coming to the second question. Ram sells onions in the streets of Chandni Chowk. Due to recent shortfall in the supply of onions, he doubles his selling price despite the cost price remaining the same for him due to a fixed price contract. That means that he is procuring his goods at the same price, but if he was selling earlier for 100, now he is selling for 200, whereas the cost price remains the same. Now he realizes that by doubling the selling price, his profit has tripled. So find the original profit percentage. Okay, so I'll take our cost price to be X and selling price to be Y. Because we don't have anything, we can take cost price is equal to 100 and selling price is equal to X also, because it will come, the answer will come out to be the same. We can reduce it to one variable also, but eventually you will see it doesn't matter. So initially we can see, just a second. Initially, it is given that we have a certain cost price, certain selling price, and then our profit will be y minus x. That is nothing but selling price minus cost price. He doubles the price when there is a shortage of onions. So what he does, he doubles the selling price, but we see that his cost price remains the same because that was his contract, that was in his contract. So now our profit will be 2y minus x. And it is saying that now his profit has tripled from earlier. So our equation will be pretty simple. That is 2y minus x equal to 3 times y minus x. 3 times the earlier profit, triple the earlier profit. Now when we solve this equation, 2y minus x is equal to 3y minus 3x. So it will come out to be 2x is equal to y. Okay, this is our relationship that we got. So if we need to find the original profit percentage, we will just substitute y with 2x. So our original profit percentage is going to be y minus x, that is selling price minus cost price, upon the cost price, that is x into 100. So our y is nothing but 2x. So this will be x by x into 100. That comes out to be 100%. So our answer is 100%. A very simple question, and CAT does give simple questions for profit and loss only. And sometimes you will get questions like this, so make sure you ace it and complete it in. I don't think you need more than 30 to 40 seconds to attempt this kind of question. So just consider this a bonus question and always attempt it. Yeah. So now let's come to the third question. That is, Jay bought 10 kg apples for rupees 405, out of which 1 kg apple were found to be rotten. If he wishes to make a total profit of 10%, at what rate per kg should he sell the remaining apples? Okay, so the question is pretty clear. Earlier, he bought 10 kg for 405 rupees, out of which 1 kg apples were found to be rotten. So basically, if we have to decide his cost price, we are saying that he has 9 kg of apples that he can sell, and that 9 kgs of apples costed him 405 rupees only because 1 kg was wasted, even though he bought 10 kgs, but he cannot sell it. So for cost price, we will say 9 kg for 405 rupees. Then we can say that 1 kg costed him, in the current scenario, 1 kg costed him 405 divided by 9, that is 45 rupees. Okay, so that is about our cost price. Now he's saying that he wishes to make a total profit of 10%. So if he needs to make a profit of 10%, then 1 kg he has to sell at 10% profit. Then our selling price is going to be 1.1 into 45, or we can just easily say 10% of 45 is 4.5. That is how much profit we need. So cost price plus profit is equal to our selling price. 49.5 is our selling price per kg. Okay, so this is our answer. Pretty straightforward, pretty easy question. Now coming to the next question. A man buys 35 kg of sugar and sets a mark price in order to make a 20% profit. Okay. He sells 5 kg at this price, 15 kg at this price. 3 kg of sugar is wasted. Remaining sugar is uh, is sold at another price by marking the marked up price by P% more. Okay. So what is given that a man buys 35 kg of sugar and sets marked price in order to make a 20% profit. So let's assume that for 35 kg of the sugar, his cost price was 100x, and I'm taking 100x because when I'm doing 20% profit and 10% discount, it will be much easier than if I take x, okay? Because I don't want it in decimals or fractions. Sets a mark price in order to make a 20% profit. So for 20% profit, our mark price is equal to, we will increase the cost price by 20%, that is 120x. This will be our marked price. So it is said that 5 kg he sells at this marked price only, that is 120x, okay? And 15 kg at 10% discount on the marked price. So 10% discount, that is we will reduce the marked price by 10%. 10% of 120x is 12x. So we will reduce that much amount from marked price. So that will be 108x. And 3 kg of sugar is wasted. So basically 3 kg is, we are not getting anything for that 3 kg. So our selling price for that 3 kg is zero only. He sells the remaining sugar by raising the marked price by P%. Okay. So how much is remaining? First, we need to look at that. So this is total 23 kg. We had 35 kg to sell. So our remaining is going to be 35 minus 23. That is going to be 12 kg. And that we sell it at a increased mark price, that is 1 plus P by 100. into the initial marked price 120x. So for the ease of solving, I'm writing P by 100 as bigger P only. So 1 plus P into 120x. So now it is written that after this, when these quantities are sold at these prices, our profit is going to be 15%. Okay. So basically, our total selling price is nothing but 1.15 of our initial cost price into the quantity, right? Which will be equal to our selling price of the different quantities, sum of the all the selling prices of different quantities. So it is going to be 5 into 120x plus 15 into 108x plus 12, 1 plus p into 120x. Okay, we can easily cut the x. We could have easily taken the cost price is equal to 100 also, because we just have to find the percentage. So this will be 600 plus, just a second, 600 plus 15 into 108 is 1620, I think. Let's calculate it. 15 into 108 is 1620 plus 12 into 120 into 1 plus p, which will be equal to 1.15 into 3500. Okay, so let's further solve it. 600 plus 1620 is 2220 plus 112 into 120 into 1 plus p is equal to 3500 into 1.15. Okay, which is nothing but 4025. And I'll just shift to another page. So we can say that 12 into 120 into 1 plus p is equal to 4025 minus 2220. Okay, which is nothing but 1805. 1805, if we divide by 1440, our calculation comes out to be 1.25347, something like this. Okay, and p will come out to be 0.25, something like this. And it is written that p is nearest to. So p is nothing but p by 100 only, and this will be 25 point something. So our closest number is going to be 25 only. Okay, I will consider this a good question because there is some calculation and it might take you around 2 to 2.5 minutes to calculate it properly, but it is a short question. So for this question, it is worth investing 2 minutes because you will get the answer right. So you will get those plus 3 points, and it is a fairly easy question conceptual wise. So our answer is going to be 20, P is going to be 25%. Okay. Now let's come to a few of the previous year questions. So we will start with CAT 2024 slot 3 question. And in 2024, I will say that profit and loss questions were pretty straightforward and simple. But in 2023, we had some good questions, and we will solve them also. So Gopi marks a price on product in order to make 20% profit. Ravi gets 10% discount on this mark price and thus saves rupees 15. Then the profit in rupees made by Gopi by selling the product to Ravi is. Okay. So Gopi marks a price on a product in order to make 20% profit. So for Gopi, I will say that my cost price was 100x, okay, and she marked it up at 20% profit, so it is going to be 120x, okay. Ravi gets 10% discount on this marked price, okay. So for Ravi, he bought he bought this product at 10% discount on marked price. So for him, the cost price of this product is 120x minus 12x, because 10% is 12x. So cost price for him is 108x, or we can just write 0.9 into 120x, because that will be our multiplying factor. So cost price is equal to 108x for Ravi, and thus saves rupees 15. So basically, he is the 10%, that is nothing but 12x rupees, is equal to 15, because he has saved 12x by the 10% discount. And the question is saying that by saving the 10% amount, that saving is equal to 15 rupees. So 12x will be equal to 15 rupees. Okay. Then the profit in rupees made by Gopi by selling the product to Ravi is, so we can say that 4x is equal to 5. And how much is the profit that Gopi will make? So Gopi bought at 100x, sold at 108x to Ravi. So the profit is going to be 8x, that is the selling price minus the cost price. So 8x is nothing but 10 rupees, because 4x is equal to 5. So 8x is equal to 10. Very simple question, 30 seconds question. Max, or maybe under 1 minute question. So always make sure that you attempt these kind of, sorry, 10 attempt these kind of questions. They are like freebies in CAT. Now let's come to CAT 2024 slot 2 question. So Beena incurs 19% loss when she sells a product at rupees 4860 to Sham. So first, let's tackle this question, this line. Beena incurs 19% loss. So let's say Beena's cost price was equal to 100x, and she sells product at 19% loss. So 19% loss, that is 100 minus 19 by 100 into 100x. So our multiplying factor is going to be 0.81. So she sold at 81x, okay, to Sham. And it is written that 81x is equal to 4860. Okay. So x is our 60. So our cost price we know is 6,000 right now. Now for Sham, whose cost price was nothing but 4860, that is the price at which he bought from Beena, he in turn sells this product to Hari. Okay, Sham sells this product to Hari. If Beena would have sold this product to Sham at the purchase price of Hari, she would have obtained 17% profit. So now for this statement, let's remove Sham in the middle. And it is said that if Beena would have sold this product to Sham at the purchase price of Hari, that is the cost price or the selling price at which Sham sold to Hari, then she would have obtained 17% profit. So if we will say that if Hari was selling at a was buying at a price A, so if Beena would have sold to Hari at that price at A, then she would have made a 17% profit. So we can easily find out what A is. For 17% profit, she will have to sell at 117x rupees. So that is exactly what our cost price for Hari is going to be. 117x, because that we increase the cost price of Bina by 17%. Then the profit in rupees made by Sham is. So profit in rupees made by Sham is nothing but 117x, because he sold at 117x, minus 4860. And 117x we can find out to be 117 into 60 minus 60 into just a second, 60 into 8. Yeah, we can write 4860 as 60 into 81. So 60 into 117 minus 81 will come out to be 36. This is nothing but 36 into 60. Or we can just calculate it also if you feel that this is a little confusing. Then 117 into 60 is going to be 7020 minus 4860. That is nothing but 2160. And this was the right answer. Okay. Again, very easy question, less than 1 minute for this question. Or max 90 seconds. Very easy question, okay? So let's see what the slot 1 had in CAT 2024. So the selling price of a product is fixed to ensure 40% profit, okay? If the product had cost 40% less and had been sold for 5 rupees less, then the resulting profit would have been 50%. As soon as you see this kind of question, you know that you want to attempt it, okay? Because it's very straightforward. This so if we assume the initial cost price to be 100x, then our selling price is going to be 140x, because that is our profit percentage. If the product had cost 40% less, so in the second, this is the first scenario, and in the second scenario, if the product had cost 40% less, that is 1 minus 0.4 into 100x, that is nothing but 60x. We decrease our cost price by 40%. 40% is 40x, and that is the amount we decrease our cost price with. So 100x minus 40x is equal to 60x. If the product had cost 40% less and had been sold for 5 rupees less, so our selling price should be 5 rupees less, then the resulting profit would have been 50%. So we can say that SP minus CP upon CP will be half, right? Because this is our percentage, and into 100 is equal to 50%. So SP upon CP, SP minus CP upon CP is going to be half. I hope you got this. I'm going to remove it. So what is our SP? So we can just write profit here. That is nothing but SP minus CP. And I am doing this much so that things are more clear to you. When you do things, it should be as simple as this: 140x minus 5 minus 60x upon 60x should be equal to half. This is the statement you should make instantaneously. Okay. So for the sake of making you understand, a profit here is going to be 140x minus 5 minus 60x, which is 80x minus 5. We will say 80x minus 5 upon our cost price, that is 60x, will be equal to half. Okay. So if we cross multiply, 160x minus 10 is equal to 60x. So 100x is equal to 10, and x came out to be 1 by 10. So the original selling price in rupees of the product is, so original selling price was 140x, x is 1 by 10, so 140 into 1 by 10, 14 rupees. Now at times what I've seen people making a mistake is that as soon as they get X, they just simply think that okay, we have to find cost price, so they will mark 10, and that is what will be given in the answers also in the options. So make sure that you read what is being asked, okay? And these are the types of silly mistakes that people make. So be careful of what the question is asking because you have solved everything. But if you don't read what the question is asking, you might make a mistake. And then it doesn't actually matter if you know the question or not. So yeah, being vigilant is very important in CAT paper. So now we will come to CAT 2023 questions. I personally feel that CAT 2023 quant was a little was on a little difficult side, and usually CAT quant questions are not this difficult, but CAT is not predictable, so you should be prepared for the worst. And when you are prepared for the worst, the easy things will be solved like this. So let's start with this question, and it's a very good question. So a merchant purchases a cloth at a rate of rupees 100 per meter and receives 5 centimeter length of cloth free for every 100 centimeter. इसका मतलब कि उसने 100 1 मीटर का 100 रुपए दिया, बट जो जिससे भी वो खरीद रहा था, जब वो 1 मीटर खरीद रहा है तो वो उसको 5 सेंटीमीटर फ्री में दे दे रहा है. सो वी नो 1 मीटर इज इक्वल टू 100 सेंटीमीटर. So basically, he is getting 105 centimeter for 100 rupees because he is getting 5 centimeter for free, right? He sells the same cloth at a rate of 110 per meter, but cheats his customer by giving 95 centimeter length of cloth for every 100 centimeters. So basically, he says that he's giving 100 centimeter, but he is giving 95 centimeter for 110 rupees. Okay. This concept is little familiar to the error type case that Raghav might have discussed, the cheating vendor case. But here we don't have to use the formula, and that is why it is very important to see how certain formulas are being arrived and what the basic logic is, because here it is a pure logic question. So he sells 95 centimeter at 110 rupees. That is his selling price. If the merchant provides a 5%, that is his marked price, sorry. If the merchant provides a 5% discount, the resulting profit earned by him. So we need to find the profit. So, a lot of tutors I have seen that they try to make it a very streamlined question. Okay, so this into this into this into this, and we will just simply cut these numbers and we'll get the answer. But personally, I don't feel it is a good approach because you won't be able to remember how to do a question like this. And I think these type of questions should be solved purely by logic because it makes so much sense and you don't have to memorize any kind of trick for these questions. So in profit and loss, we have only two things: selling price, cost price. We get profit from that, we get loss from that, everything. So that is how we will tackle this question. Okay. So our cost price is written that he buys 105 centimeter for 100 rupees. So we can say that 1 centimeter costs 100 upon 105, right? So that is his cost price for cost price per centimeter. Now let's come to the marked price. It is written he sells the same cloth at a rate of 110 per meter, but cheats his customer by giving 95 centimeter. So he sells 95 centimeter at 110 rupees. So for 1 centimeter, our marked price is going to be 110 divided by 95. Now he has provided when he provides 5% discount, that is 0.95 of the marked price, then we can say that our 1 centimeter is being sold at 0.95 of marked price, which is nothing but 0.95 into 110 upon 95. So see, cat has made your life so much easier. 95 and 95 is cut. So this is nothing but 110 by 100. So this is our selling price for 1 centimeter. This is our cost price for 1 centimeter. Now we have to find the profit, the resulting profit percentage earned by him. So we can see selling price minus cost price upon cost price into 100 will be our profit percentage. I don't want to do minus because it will increase my calculation. So I'll just open it. SP upon CP minus CP upon CP is nothing but 1 into 100%. So now we basically have to find SP upon CP. So our selling price is 110 by 100 upon 100 divided by 105. So here you see the basic rules of fractions I told. In these kind of questions, you should know that where 105 will go, where 100 will go. So in these kind of questions, this will go here and this will go here only. 110 into 105 divided by 100, 100 into 100. Now I will say that you should use a calculator for this. It will save you a lot of time. We just have to calculate 110 into 105, which is 11550, and we will put decimal points at 4. So 1.1550. This is our SP upon CP. So our profit percentage is going to be 1.115 minus 1 into 100 percentage, that is nothing but 15.5 percentage, and that is your answer. So you don't have to learn anything. It is such a methodical thinking. When you have a profit and loss question, you need to see at the cost price, you need to see the marked price, you need to see the selling price. Profit percentage is SP minus CP upon CP into 100. As simple as that, and you will be able to solve 95% of the profit and loss questions with just these three things. People will make it a little difficult for you that first you need to write the selling price by 0.95 into 1.1 into 1.05. That makes it all complicated. I want you to know how to solve these kind of questions by heart, not by any formula, because trust me, it will make life easier for you and you will be sure short of your answer also. I hope this question was clear. If it wasn't clear to anyone, please ping on the PrepNip WhatsApp group. So now let's come to question 9 from CAT 2023 also only. So it is written that a merchant purchases the cloth at a rate of rupees 100 per meter and received. Isn't this the same question? I think I have put the same question twice. So let's move on to the next question. Yeah. So our next question is CAT 2023 slot 2 question. Minu purchases a pair of sunglasses at rupees 1000 and sends, again a very good question and very easy also. People will make it complicated for you, but just think about the basics and solve it slowly, stepwise, you will get to the answer. So Minu purchases a pair of sunglasses at rupees 1000 and sells to Kanu at 20% profit. Then Kanu sells it back to Minu at 20% loss. Finally, Minu sells the same pair of sunglasses to Tanu. So if the total profit made by Minu from all her transactions is rupees 500, then the percentage of profit made by Minu when she sold the pair of sunglasses. So Minu is, we need to find the total. We are talking about the profit made by Meenu. So Meenu is selling her glasses 2 times. So we will treat it as two different transactions. So first transaction is when she sells it to Kanu. So for that, her cost price was 1000 and she sells to Kanu at 20% profit. That is, she sells at 1200 rupees and her profit here is 200. Okay. Now, Meenu is done with this transaction. So Kanu sells it back to Meenu at 20% loss. Okay. So for Kanu, the cost price was 1200. That is the price at which Kanu bought from Meenu. And he sold this to Meenu at 20% loss. So selling price is going to be 0.8 into 1200. That is 960. So for the second transaction of Meenu, basically 960 is the price at which Meenu repurchases these pair of glasses. So the second transaction where she sells her glasses to Tanu, is her cost price for these sunglasses is going to be 960 because she bought at this price from Kanu. The cost price is going to be 960 and it is written, we know that our total profit is 500. In the first transaction, she made 200. So in the second transaction, she has to make the remaining profit. That is nothing but rupees 300. Now we need to find the selling price. And then we have to find the profit percentage when she sold the pair of sunglasses to Tanu. So when our cost price is 960, our profit is 300, our selling price is going, because selling price minus cost price is equal to profit. So our selling price is going to be profit, which is 300 plus our cost price, which is 960. So 1260 is going to be our selling price. So the percentage of profit made by Meenu when she sold the pair of sunglasses. So our profit percentage is going to be nothing but profit upon cost price into 100. So here you didn't even have to find the selling price. You could have written just profit upon CP because you know the profit. 300 upon 960 into 100, which is 31.25. And I am telling you guys, in this question, so many people were not able to attempt this question and they were like कि इतना डिफिकल्ट बीच में कानू को भी दे रहा है वहां से प्रॉफिट इतना कॉम्प्लिकेट करना ही नहीं है हमें बस ये देखना है कि मीनू ने एक बार बेचा कानू को और एक बार बेचा तनु को तो उन दोनों में कॉस्ट प्राइस क्या है प्रॉफिट क्या है मतलब सिर्फ 3 चीजें हैं इसमें एंड उससे हमारा क्वेश्चन हो जाएगा सो इन आवर ब्रेन आवर प्रोसीजर शुड बी वेरी सॉर्टेड try to attempt this question on your own also and मतलब देखना कि कितना आसान क्वेश्चन है एंड लोग कई बार कितना कॉम्प्लिकेट कर देते हैं so we just have to go by our basics and we will be able to solve this question मतलब फटाफट एकदम बहुत लंबा क्वेश्चन भी नहीं है बट लोगों ने लेजर 4-4 5-5 मिनट वेस्ट किए हैं इस क्वेश्चन पे so yeah the end these were the questions that we discussed for profit and loss and मेरे हिसाब से ये चीजें काफी ज्यादा कवर कर लेता है पीएनएल का एक क्वेश्चन तो हमेशा आएगा ही आएगा सो मेक श्योर कि इसकी थ्योरी अच्छे से कवर्ड हो एंड पीएनएल से तुम्हारे जेब में +3 आना ही चाहिए क्वांट में so and it is a very easy question easy topic only we just have to see at few things and वो हमारी सॉर्ट हो जाएगी तो हमारा कोई भी क्वेश्चन सॉल्व हो जाएगा yeah so I will also be uploading a DPP for profit and loss soon so whoever has purchased the DPP plan make sure you attempt these questions and if you have any doubt reach out to me on the group thank you guys